So good morning class. Today, as we all know that we were revising in the previous class. Good morning all of you. In the previous class, we were revising the chapter magnetic effects of electric current. Alright. So we will continue from there. The chapter magnetic effects of electric current. Okay. How many of you were there in the last class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I was there.
Okay.
Sir, I am also there.
Okay. So is the screen visible to all of you? Can you see the screen properly? Is the screen visible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to start. I hope you have understood the topics that we have discussed yesterday. That is, one by one, let me write it down. We have discussed about magnet. We have discussed about, after that, types of magnet. After that, we have discussed about magnetic field. After that, we have discussed about magnetic field lines. Alright, this much we have done in the previous class. Alright, today the date is 29th of January 21. Okay, and today we are going to start by revising the topic called as properties of magnetic field lines. Okay, properties of magnetic field lines. Are you understanding what am I saying, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the first property is magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines start from the north pole of a magnet and ends at the south pole. Is that clear to you? Yes. Suppose this is a bar magnet and it is the north pole and the south pole. So magnetic field lines start from the north pole and they will end at the south pole. Clear? This much? Like this.
Yes, sir.
If you have any sort of confusion, you can ask me at any time. Okay? So we will mark this with an arrow because this arrow is very much important to show the direction of the magnetic field lines. Okay? Number one property of magnetic field line is done. Any problem? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let's move on to the
No, sir.
next property of magnetic field line. Alright. The next property is magnetic field lines. I am writing magnetic field lines as MFL are closer at the poles and distant apart at other places. So what do you mean by this? Let me show it to you. This is again a bar magnet. Okay, north pole, south pole. So magnetic field lines are crowded at the poles. Okay, there are a large number of magnetic field lines which are coming out from the poles and they are distributed in this way. Can you see the distribution? They are covering a bigger area. Yes or no? Are you understanding? And similarly,
Yes,
they are entering into the south pole.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you can see at the north pole, in place of the north pole, you can see how many magnetic field lines are there? Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see 6 magnetic field lines which are coming out from the north pole, and at anywhere else, let us take this section. You can see 1, 2, 3. Only 3 magnetic field lines. Yes or no? You can see only 3 magnetic field lines. So we can say that magnetic field lines are closer at the poles and distant apart at other places. That means they are in large number near the pole, and they are in less amount or less number at any other places apart from the pole. It's not only North Pole, it can be South Pole also. In South Pole you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines I have drawn. Alright. So this much is clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's move on to the
Yes, sir.
next property
Yes,
of
sir.
magnetic. Yes, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now let's move on to the next property of magnetic field line. That is, magnetic field lines do not intersect each other. Do not intersect each other. Okay, magnetic field lines do not intersect each other. That means what? Let me again draw a bar magnet here. Okay, North Pole, South Pole. We can do this experiment with any type of magnet. Horseshoe magnet also we can take. Okay, so just for your convenience, I am showing it with the bar magnet. Alright, so they never intersect each other. You see, this is one magnetic field line, this is another magnetic field line. There will be no possibility that the magnetic field line will come like this. Okay, that means they will never intersect each other. No, this thing cannot happen. Okay, magnetic field lines cannot intersect each other. Now the question is, sir, why magnetic field lines cannot intersect each other? Yes or no? Or suppose I am drawing like this. This line is coming in this direction and it is cutting it here. Okay, so this type of situation never happens. So why magnetic field lines do not intersect each other? This should strike your mind that why this is happening. Okay, can anybody tell me why magnetic field lines do not intersect each other? Anyone? Can you tell me why magnetic field lines do not intersect each other? Any one of you? Am I audible to you? Students? Shomallo, Kaustav and Shubhojit.
Yes, sir.
If you know, then you can tell me yes, sir, I can tell. If no, then you can just say no, sir. There is no problem. Okay? So if you have any doubt in this, let me explain. I am explaining. That means you are unable to give the answer. You check here. Magnetic field lines do not intersect each other because if they intersect, see here, at this point, let me mention this point as A. Okay? So, if magnetic field lines intersect each other, then at a single point, there will be two directions of the magnetic field. There will be two directions of the magnetic field. Sir, show us. Where is the two direction of the magnetic field? Show me where is the two direction. Okay? You see. Let me take this line as 1 and this line as 2. Okay? For the line 1, it is coming like this and it is intersecting or it is meeting at point A. That means, if I draw a tangent here, this tangent will give the direction of the magnetic field. Okay? Now, let me consider line number 2. So, this is the magnetic field line number 2 which is coming and meeting at point A. So, if I draw a tangent here, it will be like this. It will be like this, and this line is also, this tangent is also explaining about the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, so at a single point we cannot have two directions. This is one direction and this is two direction. At a single point we cannot have two directions of magnetic field. That is never possible. That's why we say magnetic field lines do not intersect each other. Is this clear to you all? This much?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shumalla, Kaustav.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good. If you don't know, then you tell me, sir, I don't know. No problem. Okay. Now, we are moving to a very interesting topic called as Oersted experiment. Okay. We are moving to Oersted experiment. Alright, this is Oersted experiment. See here, what is done in Oersted experiment? This is very interesting. Okay, let me show it to you in Oersted experiment. So there is a circuit. Let me draw a circuit here. Okay. So, I have drawn here one battery. This is a battery. Yes or no? And this is a switch. All right. Let me take
Yes, sir.
this line with a different color. Okay. Then you will understand what I am trying to mean. Let me try it like this. Okay. Or it can be as simple as this, no problem. There's a circuit. Let me bring a compass here. Okay, this is a compass. Alright, this is the compass. Now you see. So, what I have drawn? I have drawn a battery here. I have drawn a switch. That means this is a circuit connection. This is a circuit. Okay. So, what is a circuit connection? What do you mean by circuit connection? Circuit connection is a closed arrangement. It is a closed arrangement of electrical appliances. Okay. It is a closed arrangement of the electrical appliances, and here I have used a battery. What is a battery? It is a group of cells. Group of cells together form a battery. Okay. And switch is just an input device. Yes, input or connecting device. Connecting device. We know all this thing. Still I have explained. Okay. Now you see what happened in Oersted experiment. When you are closing the switch, that is, the current will flow. The current will flow from the positive terminal of the battery and it will go like this. I hope you can see this in the diagram. Yes or no? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now you see, when there is a current in the circuit, I am bringing one compass. What is this? This is a compass. I am bringing a compass near the circuit. Okay. We all know, in the last class I have said about the magnetic field of Earth. I have explained in that section that if we hang a magnet freely, it will always align towards the North Pole and South Pole direction of Earth. Yes, it will always align towards the North Pole and South Pole direction of Earth. That is, when I brought the compass, okay, previously it was in the North Pole and South Pole direction. You can see in the picture that I have drawn the compass needle. This is the needle of the compass. It is towards the North Pole and South Pole of the Earth. Okay, this is the geographical North and geographical South Pole direction. Now, when I am bringing the compass closer to the circuit through which current is flowing, when I am bringing the compass near the circuit through which current is flowing, we can see a change. What type of change? We can see there is a deflection. The compass needle gets deflected. Okay, the compass needle gets deflected. Alright, so why this compass needle gets deflected? From here, this is the experiment done by Oersted. Okay, this is the experiment done by Oersted. So can anybody tell me? So see here, the deflection of the compass needle by the current carrying wire in the above experiment shows what it shows. It shows that the electric current produces a magnetic field. So when electric current is flowing in the circuit, since electric current is flowing in the circuit, this current is producing what? Magnetic field. This current is producing the magnetic field around it. So this field will be somewhat like this around it. Okay, the field is somewhat like this around it. Okay, so whenever you will bring the compass within this magnetic field, okay, what will happen? There will be a deflection. Okay, due to the presence of the magnetic field, there will be a deflection because this circuit also behaving like a magnet. This compass is itself a magnet. That means what? The magnet will attract or repel. Something will happen. Okay, maybe attraction or maybe repulsion. Depending upon the attraction and repulsion's direction, the compass needle will deflect. Yes or no? Understood? What am I trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Shall I repeat or you have understood?
Yes, sir.
Shall I repeat or you have
Yes, sir.
understood? Okay.
Yes,
That's
sir.
good. That's good. Very nice.
Sir, sir, understood, sir.
Okay. Very nice. So, if somebody will ask you what is Oersted experiment, can you explain this? So, in Oersted experiment, we take a circuit in which current is flowing, we bring a compass near it, and the compass will show the deflection because the compass has entered the magnetic field of the current carrying circuit. And that's why, due to attraction and repulsive force, the compass needle deflects. Okay, so this much is only the Oersted experiment. Now, one very important thing. Next is magnetic field pattern. Okay, next what you have to study? Magnetic field pattern. Okay, let me give the heading as magnetic field pattern. Okay, so before going into this magnetic field pattern, let me show you the diagram of like this. This is a bar magnet. You should know how the magnetic field lines looks like for a bar magnet and for a, suppose I will tell you about horseshoe magnet. Okay, I should know the drawing of this. Okay, what type of magnet is this? This is a horseshoe magnet.
Horseshoe magnet.
Okay.
Horseshoe magnet.
All right. So for a horseshoe magnet, again, the magnetic field lines will go from North Pole and it will enter the South Pole like this. It will go from North Pole and it will enter the South Pole. Any problem?
No, sir.
So
No, sir. No, sir.
arrow marking should be there. Okay. Arrow marking should be there. All right.
Yes.
And for a bar magnet, I have drawn several times. It's like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Okay. So this diagram you should remember, because in examination several times it has come for a bar magnet and for a horseshoe magnet. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on for magnetic field pattern. Okay. Now magnetic field pattern, the first one that we are going to do is for a straight current carrying conductor. Number one, straight current carrying conductor. Alright, straight current carrying conductor. Okay, let's see. Let us take a straight current carrying conductor like this. Okay, or rather, let me use some tools to show you in a far better way. See. Just a second. Let me use it properly. Yes. So this is far better, yes or no? I'm sorry. So I have to be very much accurate with this. So it may happen that I miss. Okay. Okay. Let's use this line only and let me explain it to you. See here. So this is a straight wire, any sort of wire. Okay. This is any sort of wire. You have flexible wire at your home? Yes. You have flexible wires at your home?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is somewhat like this only. Okay. Rather, we cannot do it in this pattern. We have to draw like this. Okay. So, what I have done, I have taken a wire. This wire I have taken and I have pierced it inside a cardboard. Can you see? I have pierced it inside a cardboard. So, this is the cardboard. And this is the wire. Now what I have done, I have attached this wire with a circuit. Okay, I have attached this wire with a battery and a switch. Let me attach it. Okay, nice, no problem. I have attached this with the battery and this is the switch. Let me close the circuit. Okay, the circuit is closed. Okay, now what I have done, I have dropped some pieces of iron dust here. Lots of iron dust I have dropped here. Okay, this iron drops, dust I have dropped, powder of iron, or you can say crucibles. Okay, crucibles of iron I have dropped here. Now, when I am closing the switch, this switch I have now closed. Just a minute. This switch I have, right now I have closed it. This is the battery, positive terminal and negative terminal. The current will start flowing from the positive terminal and it will pass on through this wire, and this wire is a conducting wire. Remember, this is a conducting wire. Alright, so current will pass through this wire and again it will complete the circuit. This much is clear to all of you, yes or no? What I have done, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's nice.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, what I have done, now I have taken a stick or something hard, okay, and I have tapped this board. Okay, what I have done, I have just tapped. Okay, you know what is the meaning of tapped? I have just hit the board slightly. Okay, then what will happen, you see, if I hit the board slightly, yes, if I have tapped the board, I'm sorry, these iron crucibles, these pieces of iron will align themselves in a different fashion. These iron pieces will align themselves in a different fashion. Let me show you how these iron pieces will align themselves. Okay, some background noise is coming, so try to close that noise. Okay. Alright. You may stay on mute. If required, then you can speak on time. Do not keep yourself unmuted. Yes? To everyone I am saying? Yes. Stay on mute. That's good. Okay. So, what will happen? The iron crucibles will align themselves. Whenever I will tap this board, when I will tap, what will happen? These iron pieces will align themselves, or the iron dust powder will align themselves in a circular fashion. These iron pieces will align themselves in circular fashion. Understood? Is that clear to all of you? These iron pieces will align themselves in a circular fashion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. My dear, in somebody's background, huge noise is coming. Please mute yourself. Okay?
Shomallo, mute your mic.
Shomallo? Yes. Keep yourself on mute, Shomallo. And Shomallo, whenever
Yes,
you are
sir.
studying,
Yes,
study
sir.
somewhere where background noise is not there. Yes or no? Huge road noise is coming. So, mind this from the next class. It disturbs the other students also. Okay? Next, you just keep on mute, Shomallo. Whenever you want to talk, you talk with me and instantly you keep yourself on mute. And if possible, you change your location from where you are studying. Okay? That will be helpful for you to stay unmuted. Okay, come on. Now let's move on again. So whenever I will tap the board, whenever I will tap the cardboard, the iron crucibles will align themselves in this circular fashion. So from here, what are the conclusions we can draw? So what are the conclusions? Conclusions we can draw. So the conclusion that we can draw is the magnetic field pattern looks like what? Concentric circle. Concentric circle. For whom? For a straight current carrying wire. Straight current carrying wire. So, if somebody will ask you how the magnetic field pattern looks like for a straight current carrying wire, so what will be the answer? The answer will be, sir, concentric circles. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good.
sir.
So remember, few more things that you have to remember from this point. Let me drop the board. Yes. So, what are the other conclusions that you can draw from here? The second conclusion that you can draw is what we can say, the magnetic field. That magnetic field is proportional to the current passing through the wire. Okay, so if I will tell this magnetic field lines are more dense. This magnetic field lines will be much more dense when denser. Rather, I will say the magnetic field lines are more denser when current increases. Okay, so when current increases, these magnetic field lines are more denser. Now the question is why? Why they are more denser when current is larger, when current increases? Because of increase in magnetic field. Okay, magnetic field. That means what? If current increases, magnetic field increases. As magnetic field increases, magnetic field lines are more denser. Okay, so this forms a triangle here. When current increases, magnetic field increases. As magnetic field increases, magnetic field lines are more denser. Okay, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Okay, then we will stop here for today. All right. Thank you everyone for today's class. I hope you have understood all the points that I have discussed here today. Yes? Is that clear to you? Okay. Thank you for today class.